So anyway, the people said, just start the channel. Don't worry about being perfect. And don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. So, you know, we all fall short of the glory of the Lord. Except for me, of course. I am pure as the driven snow. No, I make mistakes all the time. Like this part in this wig, child. Oh, that's by the way, I forgot about it. I was supposed to do this. Is it too late now? You know what? It's over. The video over, child. Welcome to my channel. Woo woo. Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Damika Mac. I'm back with another tutorial. Actually, I think this is my first tutorial. Anyway, we's here now. So this channel is all about supporting you to be the best you that you want to be. I like makeup, so I like doing that through makeup. Listen, grab you some juice, pop, soda, grab you some. Did y'all hear that? That was my cat hissing. Y'all so disrespectful. You see me in here trying to record. Grab you some apple juice, late coffee. Grab you some tea for all you saved, sanctified folk. For the ones that God is still working on you, grab you some mimosas, hot toddy, gin, Vasquier, Hennessy, apple juice, seltzer water, Kroger water, holy water. Grab you something, child. Grab a seat and let's have fun while we knocking out these looks. If you like what you see and you want to see how I achieve this look, just keep watching. This was not supposed to be recorded, but it's to me so important to the vitality of your eyeshadow. When you have hooded eyes, I did my brows off camera. That fold that you see, that's because my eyes hooded. And if you see that line of caked up concealer, that's what happens when you put your concealer on without setting it with hooded eyes and you let that stuff sit for longer than about 2 minutes. All right, back again. I already know I sat too long. Child, I'm ADHD, LMNOP, I'm all of them, so don't take much. Some shiny. So y'all bear with me. We gonna have fun though. Like, you sitting here for the next 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 75 minutes, however long this video gonna be, we gonna have a ball. I know how to laugh at me and with me better than anybody I know. What I didn't do after all of that. You guessed it. Didn't even set the dang on eyes. Let me just tell all you church people that's gonna be on here, because I'm pretty sure y'all gonna eventually catch on. God ain't delivered me from all the cussing demons yet. Not all of them. Most of them. He ain't delivered me quite yet, and I promise he ain't delivered you from some stuff either. Let's go. Let's keep going. Now, so you gotta set. You have to set your base. I don't care what you use for the base. You have to set it. I will say, once I set it with my concoction and I've set it real good, I usually don't have to go back. Now, I will say, when I've set it, it's time to go ahead and start the look. So I was testing out these lights and I was watching a video and I was joking with y'all about my teeth, and I thought about it. I said, well, it wasn't just because I'm a smoker, because I know smokers who don't have yellow teeth, but I didn't take care of my teeth. At the end of the day, I was both a smoker. Yes, I smoked cigarettes and non-cigarettes. So let this be a message to everybody that's going to watch this page. Take care of your teeth. I understand that now, but I have to reap the repercussions. I have to deal with the repercussions of not doing that for the time that I was supposed to. So if you are young and you watching me, first of all, okay then. But second of all, take care of your teeth. I don't mind them being yellow as long as they stay in my mouth. You heard me? We can get them white. Focus, focus. So today, yeah, I think this is going to be a basic beat. Now, you can do real basic and put on the concealer. I did the setting powder. I did my eyebrows. For real, I could put on some lashes right now, a little bit of black liner, maybe a wing, do my face. I'm good to go. And that's why I call it a basic, just an underlying basic beat, because you can take components of it. You can build on it. You can take away from everything. You'll see whatever you want to do. It's your face. This is my #1 palette. It's not my favorite palette, but it is my go-to palette. Depend on this palette. And while I was off camera for a minute, I went ahead and shaved because I realized when I looked at this video, honey, I was looking like lumberjack. You girls with facial hair know what I mean. And why is it that the facial hair grow quicker than the hair on your head? That's what I want to know. I just shaved 2 days ago because that is the method I prefer. So that's just what I like. I'm going to keep doing what I like. Anywho, as I was saying before, the palette I'm using is my go-to. That's the palette I know gonna get it done. For example, I was younger, before I got saved. You had a gentleman friend that you could depend on to go out to a nice restaurant with. You may have had a different gentleman friend that you could cry on their shoulder. You may have had a different gentleman friend that you could talk to and kind of tell all your secrets to. You had another gentleman friend that, you know, if they felt so inclined, would come pick you up and take you somewhere if you didn't have a car, because there was a time I did not have a car. But then you had some gentleman friends, praise God, that could get the job done. This here palette, gonna get the job done. This is the most dependable palette I probably will ever use or ever need. Do I have other palettes that I like better than this? Absolutely. Do I love colorful looks more than I love the basic beat we doing today? Absolutely. But when you absolutely, positively have to be there on time, this is so versatile. Juvia's Place, are you watching? Because I'm about to sell this baby. If you haven't already purchased this, before you purchase another palette, this is your only palette that you'll need for everyday look, going to the store look, got a meeting on Zoom look, got to go in the office look, on a workout look, parent-teacher conference look, wedding look, church look, got to go to the doctor look, first date look, last date look. Any look that you can possibly think of that you need to have and you don't want to think about it, especially when you are new at doing makeup, this palette is your only palette you need. You have 5 shimmers, 6 shimmers, sorry, and 3 bases. Them 3 base colors, light, medium, and dark is what I call it, but it's really, just saying, a Hasi, Kano, and Minnow, and one of them shimmers on here. Dude, you gotta look. This palette is awesome. So, I know y'all somebody one day gonna say, how come every time you come on here to record, you always in a hurry? You gotta pray for me. That's all I can tell you. Pray for me. Keep me lifted. That's all you can do. So, I will do the best I can with these brushes. Some of them, I have no way of knowing. Some of them, they're not numbered. I know the name of the brand, but they're not numbered. First thing we gonna do, pretty sure it's Kano. This is MSQ, and as you can see, honey, my brushes are loved. These are MSQ brushes. I got them off of Amazon. I think they're awesome brushes to be as inexpensive as they are. We're gonna take Kano. That's this color right here. We're going to start at the corner of the eye. And we're gonna go 3/4 of the way in. The only motion, especially starting out, that you really need to learn to put on pretty much any eyeshadow, glitter, base, anything on your face, even your whole face. One motion, this right here. Tap, 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 tap. You know how to do that? You put it on the whole face. But that's all I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use that one motion, this whole look. Depending on how much product is on your brush, depending on what brush or what tool you use. Now, I'm only using brushes. I don't use my fingers to put on makeup. So I don't know if it'll work the same way because I just don't have enough experience with that. So I don't know. But for brush, depending on how much product you pick up, depending on how big the brush is, depending on the density of the brush, those type of things have an impact on the outcome. But in terms of the motion, tap, 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 tap. That's all you need to know. And we're going to do that over about 3/4 of the way. So putting makeup on, for all you people who know anything about, well, for anybody who watches YouTube, period. When people do these YouTube videos, a lot of videos are edited. That means what they have to do is they have to take this video that may be, let's say, an hour in length, and they have to shorten it to maybe 15 minutes in length, just to give you an example. Makeup is very similar to editing. You literally have to put your video together when you're editing it. You literally have to put your video together when you're editing it in layers. So you have to layer things on top of one another to come out with a video that is what you want for the people to see. Makeup is no different. You have to layer it, and the way you layer it, the way you apply it, that's what's going to produce the look that you're going for. You go as slow or as fast as you need to go. So far as I've learned, the speed doesn't necessarily have an impact as it does the pressure, the amount of product, and the tool that you use. Now, some people do the windshield wiper motion. I was never really good at that because for whatever reason, my hand don't coordinate well doing that. I don't know. You may see me do it here and there, but for the most part, 95% of the time, this is the method I use to put on everything. You'll see. Everything. Everything. I love Cat Williams. So, layers. Just remember layers. You're not expecting your payoff to be 100% coming out the gate. Now, I'm going to take, this is my Morphe 433 brush. I'm going to take a Ahasi, A-H-O-S-I, a Ahasi. And I'm going to start in the inner corner, and I want you to hear me. I'm going over halfway. Well, Demika, you said 3/4 of the way with Kano. Yes, we're layering. We're going to overlap them or overlay them. Please tell me oh yeah. Woo. Y'all, I thought I picked up the wrong one. I thought I picked up that shimmer in the middle. I was about to say, Lord, no, Jesus. Okay, so we got that about halfway over. Now my eyes are really hooded and they're a little bit wrinkly. Anyway, so I may have to rub a little bit more aggressive than what you would have to rub. I mean, tap. I may have gone over a little bit more than half, but about half. Don't worry. Don't worry about no line of demarcation. Don't worry about it looking like half and half. Don't worry. We're going to layer it. Now, I'm going to go back in with that Kano. Same thing. 3/4 of the way. And this time you should start seeing that seamless blend. I love a good gradient effect. Love it. I'm going to go back in. I'll be able to do that when I want to cook though. Okay, let me figure it out. Jay.
You're gonna cook hamburgers,
no, it's not gonna be hamburgers.
Pot pie this time.
See, it's the person that don't cook. Y'all is rude. That movement of the camera was my cat. We're gonna go back in with Kano. Right corner. 3/4 of the way. Do swipe a little bit. Sometimes I swipe. It just depends. But that's because my skin is kind of wrinkled. So you should start seeing that gradient effect. Now, you can do what I just did as many times as you want to go over it. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is my Morphe 577 brush. Did I show you the other brush? Morphe 433 brush. 33.
I don't know, something about you doing stuff that like makes you feel happy, like doing what you're doing right now, kind of makes me feel happy too. Mommy, if you just cut this out, if you are... Anyway, I'm just saying that because I know I should have did it while you weren't recording.
This child don't sound nothing like me.
Like, you know, it gets boring, it gets kind of depressing at times. I feel like, you know, you're doing what you like to do now.
Oh, Jay. That's so nice of you, seriously. You know what? It makes me feel good, and I'm glad it makes you feel. That's what this channel is about. You actually have helped me. So if I make money from this, I'm not paying you, though. That's my child. That's my baby. So this is when the magic happens. We're going into Minnow. My battery going dead. That's exactly why I have to have 4 batteries for this camera, but it's a good camera, so I ain't even gonna complain. Plus, the Lord hooked me up. I got this camera for on the low. We're gonna go into that color right there. I want you to see that this brush is tapered. I'm be honest with you, I don't use my Morphe brushes unless I'm for real going somewhere. They like top of the line. Just saying, compared to the brushes I got. We gonna take this brush and we gonna literally put it in the corner of my eye, the outer corner, just like this. We're gonna push and we're gonna twist. Listen, if you didn't roll the joint before, you know how to do this. Push and twist. And that's what you should get, something that look like that. Then, we're going to take another MSQ brush. This one is too fluffy. You could do it with this same Morphe brush, but it's just harder to... Well, you know what? You're going to learn today. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to brush it like you flinging something. You're going to brush it down, over, and up. Down, over, up. Do you see how it gives you dimension now? Don't worry about how kind of sloppy looking it looks. And yes, you could put tape right there, but when you put your foundation on, we're gonna fix that. I want a little bit more of that Kano to show up. So I'm gonna go back in with my Kano, and that's all I'm gonna do with Kano. I'm satisfied with that. I don't need any more dark. Because I'm going to put a wing on it anyway. Do the same thing with this eye. Corner, turn, twist, turn. You should get that. Brush down, brush over, brush up. And you see how much dimension that is with almost little effort. One palette. For now, I'm done with that palette. So now, I'm going to take my eyeliner. Tell you something about this eyeliner, honey. I'm no eyelining expert at all. I start right here. I'll do a line. This is CoverGirl liquid liner in 320. I guess that's black. I never knew it had a ball in it. So that means clearly I never shook it. Pray for me. Pray for me. Y'all ain't. I told you I got to pray for me. I got to pray. Carry, lay before the Lord. Stretch on the altar. Well, that goes on a little better since when you have hooded eyes, there's a certain way you have to make a wing. If you do not make it that way, your wing is probably going to disappear, or part of it is going to disappear. I've learned from a couple people on YouTube. There's one particular person, I'll link her somewhere here or put her name up there because I want y'all to check her page out. She's real good on doing eyeliner and wings for hooded eyes. That's who I really learned a lot from, and she got multiple methods that you can use, but I like this one the most. When you do a wing, less is best. Thin little line. Because what you're trying to do is go outside of that fold. Well, no wonder. We halfway through the video now. I kept saying, how come it was harder to do it now than it was when I first started recording? Oh, because you didn't push the mirror back. Y'all ain't praying. Ooh, they don't match. Hold on, please. We're going to keep it that way. We ain't going to... One thing I will say about wings, brush right here, but okay. So let's do this brush. This is an MSQ sort of flat tip brush. We're gonna go in with Morimi. That's this middle color. It is a shimmer. That's how much we're gonna put on a brush. From the inner corner, I'm gonna do my right eye first because that's my dominant hand. We're gonna go from the inner corner. And you can tap, 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 tap this too. I just swiped a little bit, but maybe about a third, a little less than a third of the way. I'm just buffering it a little bit. We're going to use this again, so don't get rid of it. Same brush. Dip it back into the shimmer, and this is gonna now be my highlight color. Now, if you press hard on this highlight, you're gonna have a very prominent highlight. You wanna use the same motion. Dot. See? And that's too much. Dot, 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 dot. This brush is really too big to use as a highlight, but okay. Okay. Well, so this is Milk Hydro Grip. We will get into primers another day. For today, I'm gonna use milk. Not really going with my favorite products today, but I'm certainly dealing with go-to products. I'm gonna go with my CoverGirl. Again, this is CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. Drugstore, hands down, this is my favorite. I'm a D50. There we go. Will it last you 12 hours? I think it could. It has definitely lasted me all day. As you could see earlier, I have hyperpigmentation on my chin. I like the color correct. I've been using LA Girl Pro Conceal, but I do want to try the MAC Paint Pot. I heard that was one of the YouTubers I watch swears by, but definitely for the hyperpigmentation. Oh yeah. Some of these brushes have already been used. I just did my makeup yesterday, and I haven't washed my brushes yet. Oh, these wings is mismatched. I am not perfect. If I can do it, you can do it. That is how I like to apply my foundation. And if this is new for you or you don't know how much to gauge, then by all means put it on something else and gradually. I would even put a little on at a time. And by the way, if you haven't noticed already, I chew my tongue. I've been doing it ever since I was a little kid. I don't know what I'm doing. Remember I told you we was gonna make this, and we're back. So don't worry if this looks a little orangish to you. Foundations can do what's called oxidize, which basically means it hits the air and turns a different color. I know I look like an Oompa Loompa, but don't worry, it's gonna work out. We still got miles to go. Oh, you ain't even put on your lashes. Let me put on some lashes and some mascara. I'll be right back. We're back. We got our lashes on. Okay, got the foundation on. Now we're going to do concealer. So this is ColourPop. Dark 170. Second concealer. Absolutely use them both together. This, my friend, is my ride or die concealer. The only reason why I don't use only this concealer is because the ColourPop concealer is a little bit cheaper. And it works really good, and I can mix them and get exactly what I need. Listen, let me tell you, my favorite two prices, which is going to be important when we get to the lip. My favorite two prices is free and on sale. If I get a product and it was given to me and it works, the quality is good, and chemically the makeup of it is not harming to my body, I'm going to use that product. We'll talk more about that when we get to the lip. Go to Tarte Shape Tape. When I first used this is Tan Deep Sand. I hated this concealer. Hated it. Because I didn't use it correctly. I said, oh, I'll never buy that again. And I didn't. And then I ran out of concealer. I think that's how I got the... No, I kept seeing YouTube videos of Tarte Shape. And I'm thinking, like, how do all these people like Tarte Shape Tape? And I hate it. And I found out why. It's because I wasn't using it right. Tarte Shape Tape does exactly what a concealer should do. It dries quickly and it dries in place. That is what you want your concealer to do. You don't want a concealer and move with the wind. Because there are some concealers that not only don't dry, but they move so quickly. What's the use? If I have to reapply a bit of my makeup, what's the use? Now, I understand if you have to blot, because if you oily, I got that. I can even understand where you may have to touch up, say, do a dark setting powder or a powder foundation, maybe just kind of little patch right here or a little patch right there. But to have to reapply all of this, oh no ma'am, no sir. That's what I spend the money for, and that's what I spend the time for. That's why a lot of people use the foundations that last longer. Cause who want to go to the club and be out and you all, you know, kicking it, or who want to be at church or wherever you go and you gotta, excuse me, let me go in the bathroom, I gotta touch up my makeup. No, anybody on that. So I put my concealer on, I let it dry a little bit. Then I get this product right here. I have fallen in love with this product. Didn't at first, because I wasn't using it for my best interest. You can focus. This is called NYX Professional Makeup Bare With Me Prime Set Refresh. Let me emphasize, for me, the word refresh. That's what I use it for. They say never use a sponge dry. I agree. Well, why would you spray it with water when water ain't gonna do nothing but dilute? I need to put something on here that's gonna wet it, that's gonna work with my concealer. That's what this is designed to do. This is awesome for wetting sponges, and it's very cheap. See, you see that? And my sponge is moist. It didn't even hardly do nothing. It didn't even hardly budge, which is another reason why I like ColourPop too. You want your concealer to stay exactly where you put it. I know I took it up a little further than I normally would, but honey, I let this sit a little too long. I don't know what happened to my wing, but I sure cut it off by accident. So this is Juvia's Place Stick Foundation in Katsina. One thing with Juvia's Place, less is more with Juvia's Place. You don't need a whole lot for them. I'm not doing my jawline today. I do normally, but I'm not doing it today. This is my Eco Tools double-sided brush, and this is what I use this for contour. This side, the bigger side, I use for the bigger contour. You really don't need this step if you want to do bronzer. We're going to go to that in just a minute. But I love a good chiseled forehead look. Oh my gosh. Highlight and then dark around. Oh, when it's done the right way, sometime I'm going to get it wrong, y'all. Just know. Look like today I may have got it right. Praise God. Now, this is an Eco Tools brush sponge. This is my concoction. I didn't even contour the nose because we can't do it today. I'm running really late. I mean really late. But normally what I would do if I had more time is I would take this other end, dip it in here just like this, and then do just like this. Oh look, it's still product on there. And do it just like this. Once we did that, we're gonna get a brush. This is my Real Technique 202 brush. And I'm going to just brush off the excess. Now, this is Mocha Mommy by Fenty Beauty. Bronzer brush, Eco Tools, fluffy brush. And everywhere I put that contour is where I'm gonna put the bronzer. You don't have to use contour if you don't want to, because if you bronze it good enough, that is your contour. This is the Sahara Blush Palette by Juvia's Place. And I go in with Neo and Zane. Neo, Zane. More Neo than Zane, but I like Zane. And this I definitely tap, 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 tap. And I don't like a whole lot of blush. Same palette, we're gonna use Lila. This is a Wet n Wild flat brush from the dollar store. This is my Real Techniques 421 brush. We're gonna dip this in Lila. I have big pores, so my highlight I want up here. And I like to drag it on top of that blush and that bronzer. This is my ride or die, honey, when it comes to setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter, which is time clearly to buy me some more. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is where your fan gonna come into play. Let me go get myself together, come back with the final look, and if it look like it ain't drying fast enough, you can take that brush that you did the powder with and just kind of press it in. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so remember where I told you my favorite price is free or half free or on sale. So my daughter gave me, I have no idea what lip liner this is, what brand it is. I know it's dark brown, but I don't know what brand it is. Another reason why I know it's dark brown because it say dark brown on the bottom of it, but what brand it is. Anyway, so my daughter gave me some Jeffree Star lip color in bubblegum. This stuff is pretty good. I like it. So I'm gonna use it. And it was free. That is one of my favorite prices. Ooh, I forgot how pink this was. Okay, skip that. Instead, we're gonna go with Juvia's Place In Vogue, which is a new lip color lipstick. This stuff is good too. Yeah, that's better. Learn this from Brianna Marie. Oh, I forgot one thing. We're gonna do this real quick. Remember that brush, that taper brush I had from Morphe? It went into the brown. I meant to use that to go up underneath the eye. So you can use the rest that's on that brush. Last thing is, this is a step if you want. If you like a matte lip, leave it there because that lipstick is matte. I like glossy, juicy, bubbly lips, honey. Well, this is the final look. I had a blast. You can always expect to come here and we're going to have fun while we knocking out these looks. So again, this is my basic beat. This is my go-to. Thanks for stopping by. Listen, if you like what you saw, comment, share, subscribe, press that like button. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. Learn to love everything about you. Until next time, I love you. Did I get everything? Well, child, I hope I did because I got to pee and I'm tired. This is the oddest thing. You got to record the beginning at the end. Didn't nobody tell me this. And 5, 4, 3. Child, listen, when you do these videos, you got to be your own director. You got to be the producer. You got to be the writer. Listen. Good night. Didn't nobody, listen. This is hard work. This is a whole job. This is my first video. This is a whole job. Got to be a lighting specialist, camera specialist, audio specialist. Got to be a scenery specialist. You got to be a casting director. You got to be a engineering technology specialist of the duplication, promulgation of the United States function commonalities. And so you got to be all this stuff just to put on a video. Sheesh. I'm gonna be, you know what, I got some YouTubers that I love that make a video when they feel like it. And I'll be like, I'm waiting. I'm gonna be a lot easier on them. This ain't no joke. Start a channel for yourself. See what I'm talking about.